Welcome to the Dassault Systèmes 3D Experience Forum. I'm Daniel Newman, Principal Analyst at Futurum Research, and I am excited to be joined today by one of the event gold sponsors. And in fact, I have two of them here from Wipro. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Good morning, and happy to be here. Very good. How are you?
So Shankar Natarajan, right?
Yeah.
And Rohit Hira.
That is correct.
All right, I got the names, but now I want to know a little bit more about Wipro. Tell me a little bit about the company overall.
Sure. Wipro is one of the gold sponsors here. We are big partners of Dassault Systèmes, but as a company, it's a global company that works with customers in helping them with the digital transformation journey, using combinations of insights and integrations and intelligence, and using different tools. We're helping customers on the journey or working with customers who are about to take the journey. It's a fairly global company in nature.
Yeah, you said what, about 18,000?
Employees in the US, 175,000 employees globally, offices all over the world. We've been on this journey for a long time now with working in the customers in the IT space, and then now working with the digital space. Very exciting.
So that's a good opportunity to dig a little further. So you said you help companies with their digital transformations, right? And digital transformations are a combination of technology and people, right? You can't just throw tech at people problems, and you can't necessarily influence culture entirely with just technology. So how are you guys at Wipro helping to actually accomplish or achieve progress in digital transformation for these companies you're working with?
So for us, customer is at the center of the universe. Okay, they are looking at launching a new product, a new service, or a new experience for their end customers. And so how we look at it is, for us, they are at the intersection of strategy, design, and technology. Of course, people aspect can never ever be undermined, and the transformation aspect has to be very paramount. But we are helping them with developing a strategy, helping them innovate faster, in the new realms of things, and making sure that the technology that is needed to enable this is up there. The old school way of doing things, the old technology may not be very relevant when they have to design a new product faster or give a new experience to their customer faster. And that's what we're helping customers with enablement.
Absolutely. From a product value chain transformation standpoint, by bringing the people, process, and technology element of an organization through the digital transformation is something that we do to enable our customers transform themselves from the analog world to digital world. And some of the things that we do in terms of bringing together from a product standpoint, again, 3DEXPERIENCE is one of the leading platforms for digital transformation when it comes to product value chain. Implementing that with agility to bring the people, process, and technology is something that we do to transform.
So as a global company, though, you guys work with organizations from all over the world, right? You pointed that out, 175,000 employees, 18,000 in the US, impressive size. Every company's different, and every company's DNA is a little bit different. What are some common threads, though, or as they like to say here at this event, digital threads, but just overall threads between companies who you're seeing have the most, say, success with their digital transformation, maybe versus some of the companies who are struggling more to move their digitalization forward?
No, there is a distinct, differences that you can see, and again, it may not be relevant to all, but most of them, they have this. There are certain companies that are still following the traditional style of planning. A 3-year plan, a 5-year plan. They're very rigid about it. We are in this, experience forum, so I can give an example. Or Shankar, you want to talk about the NPD process, for example, in the engineering world, where the old school way of doing things was you had a very rigid product development roadmap. There were certain releases, you would do it in a year. It was very, very regimented, etc. The new companies, or the companies that have embraced the digital journey, are now looking at more experimental, more continuous. They want to fail fast, but they want to do it quickly and get the results faster. Some of the examples that we're seeing with customers is they want to do an experiment or a new initiative in a smaller subset first, within a division or pick up a smaller project and then take it to a little bit more larger organization, etc.
Yeah, I think that always helps, and maybe you can expand upon. I got time for about one more question here. But Shankar, the after effect of working with Wipro, but also working on a company's digital transformation. So they come in to it with maybe certain expectations. I imagine in almost all cases you guys have to reset the expectations. You're probably trying to get them to think maybe a little bit more agile, as opposed to, like you said, hey, we're going to do a go live. We talked about that, like we don't go live so much anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's always going live.
Yeah, always in that state.
So as you're seeing companies maybe from that before you guys start to, and I don't know that there's ever an after, but as you're in the process with them, what are some of the biggest changes you see inside of these companies that's helping them move forward?
First and foremost, right, what we sort of advise to our customers is to focus on the run part, to make sure you run in the pace you are running today without disrupting that while you try to transform. Because when you embrace digital, you need to make sure you are able to run in the current way of doing things. Having said that, and the transform part starts with cultural transformation in terms of bringing the agility aspect to organization, providing space for your employees to fast experiment, fast fail, learn, apply, move on. And as you rightly said, the traditional way of, if you want to go a little deeper in terms of contextualization, when it comes to the product value chain, this traditional way of how you bring your products to market through NPD process, stage gate process, is thoroughly transforming, powered by digital transformation. So to be able to do that, you approach this in a phased manner. You think big and global, start small, scale fast, demonstrate incremental value. This is something that we have been advising our customers. On the other hand, companies that are able to successfully follow the digital transformation are able to demonstrate faster value to their end customers in a successive phases.
So I mean, let me give you a couple of examples. We're working with a customer in the consumer packaging world. They want to go on the digital journey for their manufacturing, but they want to start from the R&D all the way down there. What's the best way to do it? You pick up one plant for one product line and then try the results there and then take it to the larger organization. We're working with one of our customers to digitize their data and then go on this journey so that the engineers can use all the data from their parts that they have created all these years more effectively. The inventory costs will go down, their rate of innovation is going to go up, etc. But they started with one business unit and they said, okay, let's look at this in the 3 to 4 months time frame, and if we get quick results, we're going to expand it pretty fast. And that's how we're seeing most of the trend that is common to all the customers that are already on the digital journey.
I think you guys make a great point, and kind of to wrap it for everybody out there, you guys essentially help break it into small enough bite-sized pieces, right? They have a saying in America, in the US, I'm sure you guys are familiar, you can only eat the elephant a bite at a time, right? And I think digital transformation is one of those things where companies say, oh, we need to digitalize, we need to do it all at once. And a lot of times it is those little, pick one thing, pick data, pick R&D, pick innovation, and focus on it, learn that process, and then repeat it in other areas of your business. It sounds like you guys are terrific partners in that.
And the service line as well. Are you looking at the field support first? Do you want to look at the R&D innovation first? Are you looking at the manufacturing first? So that's what the customer is also saying, where is my best bang for the buck? And let's start with that, and then we can go across the organization.
Really appreciate it. Rohit,
thank you so much.
Shankar, thank you guys so much for joining us here at Dassault Systèmes 3-Day Experience.
Happy to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you.